Well, in today's ARRMA Granite 4x4 3S BLX review, I'm going to be doing an unboxing and then an outside test of this car just to see exactly what we get for our $300. And this ARRMA Granite 4x4 3S BLX is also going to be featuring in my new sub $300 multi-car RC car test. So if you don't want to miss that, don't forget to subscribe. Well, welcome to my ARRMA Granite 4x4 3S BLX review. Many thanks to Horizon Hobby for rushing me one of these babies, and I've also got a 50C 5000 mAh 3S pack on it, which I'm going to test the car with at the end of this video after I've done the unboxing of it. I thought long and hard about getting one of these, and I was getting a lot of questions on the, because I've done a lot of videos on the original Granite, and I thought in order to answer those questions, I thought maybe contact someone at Horizon and get yourself one of these cars so that you can address some of the questions that people keep asking. And after a long hard think about it, I was thinking, well, it is in the $300 price range, Rich, because I've got an idea for like a 4-car mega test, if you like, of all cars around that $300 price point, or pretty close to it. Obviously, this definitely is one that I want to be included in that test. There is a link, by the way, to these cars at Horizon Hobby below the video. Anyway, without more ado, let me get that camera off the tripod and let's get this baby unboxed. I'm just going to show you something briefly on the outside of the box though, which is a key thing, I think, if you're new to RC or want a car that's easy to work on, because this has definitely got something on board it that you should check out. And that's this. On the end of the box here, we've got easy access power module, easy access electronics module, easy access diff module. What's the big deal about that, Rich? Any of those jobs will take you no longer than 10 minutes to do. That's any one of the 3 major jobs to do on the car, no longer than 10 minutes, which makes it, to my mind, the easiest RC car out there to work on by a long shot. Anyway, let me get this thing unboxed. Just before I go opening the box, you might be wondering what that spare tyre is doing on the side there. I will come back to that in a minute, because that is from my existing ARRMA Granite. So what do we get for our money, guys? One very orange and bright, shiny Granite 4x4 BLX. And orange is one of my favourite colours. I always said if I bought a Lamborghini, I would buy one in bright orange. Now, one noticeable feature from the outset to anybody that's not familiar with the ARRMAs is the body clips. They're on little rubber straps here, so that you can never lose them from the car. They simply pull out and remain on that little strap, so you don't lose them. They will occasionally break under heavy usage, but in general it is a very good idea. You can actually buy these separately to fit to your own other RC cars. Anyway, let me get it out of the box. Guessing we've got radio in here. Doesn't come with a battery, as I said. I've got a battery supplied by Horizon included with it. That tyre that was on the side, Richie, it's looking the same size and width on there as the ones on the original Granite. Just slight concerns over that, because the ones on the original Granite do balloon quite a bit at speed, but then there's, ooh, that does. On Richie's squidginess test, these actually feel stiffer inside than the original ARRMA, than the original Granite ones do. Could just be my imagination though, because those have taken a bit of a beating. Now, the ARRMA Granite 4x4 does come with a basic toolkit included with it. However, one thing that catches your eye, get started, what's included, your car, your transmitter, no time to read. Just click that little icon on your phone and get taken to a quick start video. Saying that, ARRMA have also got a great series of videos online about how to change all of the things like the diff, the drivetrain, the electronics. As I say, none of those jobs should take you under 10 minutes. Okay, now in here we've got our transmitter, all the electrics on this ARRMA car, 2.4 gigahertz. The ubiquitous tactic radio, found these to be very, very good indeed. Forwards, backwards, steering on there, and we've got steering dual rate on here, throttle trim and steering trim on there. And on the back we've got reversible throttle and reversible steering, as well as a on-off switch on there. You will need to get 4 AAs to get the thing up and running. Not a problem though. Nice sturdy transmitter as ever. Okay, well, let's get the camera off and have a quick zoom around. Little shock guards on there, as I say, fully adjustable shocks on there. Nice sturdy front impact bumper on there. So this does appear to have the same tyres as the stock Granite does, but lovely with that black chrome on there. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on the how the ARRMA Granite 4x4 BLX looks. You have got little stickers on there to differentiate it from the normal granite. I cannot wait to get that battery pack charged up and this thing outside. And moving around to the back there, you've got the built-in included wheelie bar, which is fully adjustable. Now, will that take an end on landing? I am wondering, because it doesn't flex that much. But we shall put that to the test, no doubt. Anyway guys, I'd love to know your first thoughts on it. Well, what differentiates this from the normal ARRMA Granite 4x4? Well, the body on this one is obviously bright orange. On the normal Granite 4x4s, they're either lime green or in red. So that's what. But without more ado, let's get that body off. Whoa! That brushless that jumps out at you. 100 amp ESC, waterproof servo on there. The ESC is also waterproof. You've got your brushless 3200 kV motor on there. So that's, I'm guessing, with that huge heatsink on the top there to keep things nice and cool. Now you will notice this doesn't have the middle support bearing because the ARRMA Granite is actually slightly shorter than the ARRMA Senton, and the ARRMA Senton and the Big Rock have that little support bearing on there in the middle. Another differentiator between the two cars. Say adjustable shocks on there with spaces to put in. It does come with a couple of spaces included in that toolkit. Now you've got plastic drive shafts on there, which people might go, oh no, all ARRMA's are all metal. Well, the 6S ones are all metal drivetrain guys, but the ARRMA Granite and ARRMA Senton 4x4 ranges are not. They feature plastic drivetrain, which keeps the cost down to a very reasonable $300. Velcro straps for the battery there. That little red tag is one of the things that enabled you to remove that centre drive shaft in just a couple of seconds. As you can see, the strength in the thing built in there with that honeycomb chassis. Anyway, I was thinking the plastic drive shafts on there. Well, there's the Traxxas Rustler 4x4 on the side, and they're standard. That comes with plastic drive shafts, so it is not alone in having them. I might go and get my ARRMA Granite 4x4 actually to put it side by side, because this thing does look a little bit more substantially built, although that could just be my imagination until I get them side by side. As I say, that wheelie bar, fully adjustable, as are the body posts on here, so you can put various different bodies on it should you choose to do so. Anyway, let's have a quick look at the underside of the car. Nice and beefy on there guys. It's got quite a weight to it actually, which I've forgotten, and it gives it a good feel of strength to it on there. Now, a keen rider amongst you will have spotted you've got fully adjustable front suspension there, and you've also got a little bit of rear suspension adjustment on there as well. Now, when I say the drivetrain on this is all plastic, there is actually a metal geared differential hiding away in there, and this car has also got uprated front and rear diffs compared to those on the older ARRMA Granite 4x4, because on the ARRMA Granite 4x4, if you've made a brushless version, the rear diff input shaft that used to regularly blow out, although ARRMA do sell a heavy duty version of it for that car. Note the gearing on these cars is different, so if you just buy an input shaft for this car expecting it to fit it to your existing ARRMA Granite 4x4, it won't fit. Just bear that in mind guys, as that's a mistake I made with mine before getting this one. Now, to compare and contrast between the two cars, the ARRMA Granite 4x4 3S BLX here has got fully adjustable rear suspension, whereas the original Granite one didn't have there. Also on the original Granite you didn't have fully adjustable front suspension, whereas on the new Granite 4x4 BLX you do have fully adjustable suspension, so that's a definite improvement over the old car. I would have to say I have thrown everything I can at my old car and found it to be totally durable. Of note, when people are talking about those plastic drive shafts, these are still the original 4 plastic drive shafts on my car, and if some of you have seen my videos, well, you will know what I've put it through over the past couple of years. Okay, quick suspension test of the rear suspension here guys. Lift that up until the front wheel just lifts. What's probably about 3 inches of clearance on there. There's the damping. Oh, that's nicely damped, that. Definitely designed for some big air on here. Don't know if there's a different shock weight oil to the original one or not, but I suspect it may be a little bit of it. Let's set that front suspension till the rear wheel just lifts. There we go. Yeah, about 3 inches on the front as well. I'm expecting the same. Yeah, super smooth damping on there. Anyway, I cannot wait to get the battery in this thing take it outside for a quick bash, so I'm going to do that right now, so do keep watching, guys. Time to charge that reaction battery up and take this bad boy to play outside, as I have a feeling this is going to be an absolute blast to drive. And I do quite like those reaction packs as I run them in my Losi DB XLA, also from Horizon Hobbies, and hopefully getting a new Super Rockway race set in time for Christmas. And would also point out the ARRMA Granite comes with a 2-year warranty, which compared to its nearest rival is pretty darn good. EC5 in, ready to go. He's there, plug in the right way, Rich. Let's go. Oh mama. On the good news, ARRMA tough. Now, as I said in my first video I ever did on the ARRMA Granite, you've got a Stampede 4x4 killer going on here if you make it brushless, boys and girls, but you need to improve that rear input diff shaft. Ooh, nearly a big bull car there, Rich. Oh, I am just loving this. Bill, I can see, Bill, I'm sorry I forgot your surname. I can see why you are absolutely loving this. This is just so shockable, it's untrue. Ooh. Okay, shuttle bad and good, boys. I do not want to stop this to the first night. This thing has got so much acceleration on it, it's untrue. And those tyres show, despite being the same as my ARRMA Granite ones on the 4x4, don't show any sign of balloon. Look at that turning radius on there. And everybody else has blasted this thing round. Look at that. What's that turning radius? 4 foot on there. Well, a bit bigger if you give it throttle, but you know what I mean, guys. And unlike a Stampede, that will just turn over on the corner on there. This thing, just ballistic. Why didn't you get one of these before, Richie? When I said it needed a larger back area to play with, maybe it doesn't. You could play with this in a very, very small area. And it's just that lift off the oversteer is what makes it for me on this car. Oh, big bang, big bang, big bang, batch. See, ARRMA tough. We hope you liked this video. If you did, please click on the circle image to subscribe. And if you hit subscribe, then don't forget to hit that little notifications bell next to it.